What's going on, everyone? Clutch City Chronicles back here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the perfect draft for the Houston Rockets. Now, as you all know, the draft is pretty much 2 weeks away, and it's going to be the highlight of our postseason, considering, how big that night truly is. It really determines our future outlook. What pick we get really determines our future outlook, for the next season and obviously for future seasons. And overall, obviously the best, case scenario for the Rockets is getting the #1 pick, where the options are endless in my opinion. But really, it comes down to two guys, Chet Holmgren and Jabari Smith Jr. And I picked Jabari Smith Jr. simply because I like his play style more than Chet Holmgren. I understand Chet Holmgren is very dynamic as a 7-foot big. He's a really good shot blocker and all of that good stuff, but his frame really concerns me. 195 pounds and 7 feet tall. Not even Kevin Durant was 195. Even Kevin Durant was like 210, 215. Like, that's really undersized in terms of weight for a big man, and I really am concerned with that in terms of him having the ability to hang with NBA level bigs on a daily. So that's my issue with Chet Holmgren. Obviously he can put on weight, but how much weight can he truly put on in one off season or two off season? Because it's really hard to put on that weight. KD has yet to put on that weight. Very few players put on that weight, such as Giannis Antetokounmpo, and that's just my biggest knock on Chet Holmgren. Other than that, I think Jabari Smith has it all right now. At 19 years old, he has the frame, he has the shooting ability, and he has that defensive potential to be such a great player in this league. And the fact of the matter is, defensively speaking, many people are going to look at his stats and say, well, he only averages 7 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. But the fact of the matter is he plays with such a defensive-minded big that those defensive numbers are a little watered down because he doesn't have to do as much defensively on his team. But in reality, he has that potential of being, a defensive-minded big who can obviously, space the floor for you because of his, elite shot at such a young age. So in the #1 pick, I have the Rockets taking the Jabari Smith Jr., and I think that's a straight W off the bat. But we still have another pick to discuss, and that is the Brooklyn pick, which is at number 17. And with that pick, I see two players. I see Mark Williams, and I obviously see Walker Kessler. Both are defensive-sounded bigs that can clean the glass and protect the rim and are exactly what we need, because all season long, the biggest knock on the Rockets game has been interior defense. Like, we just cannot stop opposing bigs from, basically obliterating our paint and just taking advantage of mismatches. So really, getting a defensive-minded big in this draft would be a huge add to this team, as we have been lacking in interior defense. Now, the thing with the Brooklyn pick, it's not really set in stone. Like, the Rockets could package that pick with either Eric Gordon or Christian Wood to move up into the lottery and get, an even better prospect, like, say, Jalen Duren, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Keegan Murray, just for example, like all these guys. And one team that comes to mind that could trade with the Rockets on draft night is Portland, the Portland Trailblazers, because they're still looking to pursue, building around Damian Lillard, and who would be a better ad than Christian Wood or even Eric Gordon in that kind of a scenario. And I understand many people hate the idea of trading Christian Wood, but the fact of the matter is, as good as Wood is, when his prime is over, our guys are going to hit their primes. Guys like Jalen Green are going to be 27, KPJ is going to be 28, our draft pick this year is going to be 26. Meanwhile, Christian Wood's going to be 32 on the back end of his prime, and it just doesn't make sense in terms of timeline to keep around Christian Wood, as talented as he is offensively. So comment down below your thoughts on, the perfect draft night for the Houston Rockets. Like if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more.